Hey, and welcome to the Viper video training. Thank you so much for joining us here. What I want to do first off is give you an intro into the course and what I'll be going through. My goal here is to give you a complete overview of video marketing. So what I want to do is I want to start at the very beginning. I think that a lot of marketers assume that people that are in IM or in video marketing or affiliate marketing, anything like that in the IM world, I think creators automatically assume that everyone knows at the same level that they do, right? That everybody has the same education, which obviously is not true all the way across the board. But a lot of us assume that, hey, whenever I'm talking about video wills, someone understands what I'm saying, which most of the time people are like, what the heck is a video will, Michael? Or, what is backlinking? How do you properly backlink? What's an unlisted video? Why is it important to have videos that are unlisted? A lot of different things come up, a lot of questions come up. And what I want to do is I want to just start completely simple, make it stupid simple, and work our way up through the education here on the video marketing. So you can see exactly everything that I do when I'm setting up a YouTube account, when I'm getting prepared to rank a video, when I'm getting ready to go out and take over the market or a particular niche. And that's where we are going to start today. So what I've done is I've added in one of my YouTube accounts, one of my Google accounts in here. And I've already logged into it, and you can see the control panel that we have. Okay, so first thing that I want to do is I want to come into sign in and security. So when you first come in and sign in security, you want to make sure that the two-step verification is off. Now, I only turn on the two-step verification if I'm working on a client's YouTube account. So if I know that I'm going to be doing a very big job for like a car dealership or a doctor's office or a counseling office or a lawyer or something like that that's going to have a lot of security, what I do is I like to run a two-step verification because I know that their channel is going to be protected by that extra coverage. But if you're not going to be doing that, if you're going to be doing this for your own self, for your own personal self, you don't need to have that. The next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your recovery email address set up here. So I'm actually going to change this here in just a second. Okay. Make sure that your recovery email address is set up exactly the way that you want, going to the right email address. Next thing that you can add in is your recovery phone number. I'm not going to add that in today just because I don't want everybody calling me up on my cell phone. But I do recommend putting your your cell phone in here, because if your account ever does get compromised, you'll get a message directly on your cell phone, hey, so-and-so just logged in, we just noticed something came in, and that's very important. Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to go down to device activity and security events. So let's go ahead and review these events real quick. Okay, this is definitely me. It's coming in from Culpeper here. New Windows sign in, change recovery email. Okay, so this is good to know. It updates all of your information. And the next thing is review your devices. Okay, this is definitely me. Now I'm going to tell you why this is important in just a moment. Okay, so let's go on down. Okay, now apps with account access. Let's click on manage apps here. We don't have any apps. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we have apps with account access. Okay, we didn't have any apps hooked up to it yet. Now this is very important right here. Allow less secure apps. I like to turn this on. And the reason why I like to turn this on is if I'm going to use this YouTube account with, say, a live streaming software or another video software or something that I am going to be broadcasting out via another device, like a third-party platform or even a cloud-based service with this YouTube account, I want to make sure that that less secure apps is turned on, because what happens a lot of the time is that Google doesn't recognize a sign-in. and it pops up here on the, security, and it automatically blocks it. But if you have this turned on, if you have the less secure apps on, it's going to save you a lot of problems. Trust me. I create tools. I have a lot of YouTube tools that I use, and a lot of my own creations. What I've noticed is I was testing out a new software recently for myself, and my programmers just finished it, and I kept getting blocked. It kept blocking me on YouTube, and I was like, oh man. So of course I had to log in and turn on allow less secure apps. Bada bing, bada boom. It totally worked. It was awesome. Okay, so now that we've got this all set up, we've got our account information set up the way that we want. We have a recovery email address in here, our password set up, less secure apps is turned on. Now what we want to do is we want to go into the actual YouTube account. Now before we go in there, there's one thing that you can do right here, is you can change your profile image. So you can come into your photos of you if this is your YouTube account, and change your image. But if you do not have an image and you want to use an image, what I like to do is I type in something like, let's see here, smiling man. Okay, if I'm a dude. Okay, if you're a woman, you can say smiling woman, and you look for a stock photo that you can use. Definitely not that guy. What the heck? Yeah, the things that I see whenever I'm doing live videos like this, I'm like, unbelievable. Too much. Okay, so you want to look for someone that you can use on here, and someone that you can totally relate to. Definitely not that one. That's not cool. Yeah, that looks strangely similar there. Not that either, but somebody that you can relate to, and you're like, oh, okay, I kind of like that profile. So let's see if this one has anything. Okay, it doesn't. So let's go ahead and save this image. Okay, and now let's go ahead and select the photo here. So what we'll do is we'll come into pictures. Okay. There we go. Let's size this up like that right there. Set this as the profile image. Okay, perfect. So now we've got our profile image in here. Now it will sometimes take 30 minutes to an hour for that to update. Sometimes it's very quick, but sometimes it takes a little bit more time. Okay, so now that we've got our profile set up here, our profile picture, now what we want to do is we want to open up YouTube here. There we go. So you see our profile picture is already updated. That's perfect. That's great. Okay, and let's go in here to our account. So now that you open up your YouTube account, you'll see this is the main account because it has the email address exactly like that. When you drop down, we'll have channel, creator studio. You can switch your account. You can sign out. You can change your theme if you want, like a dark theme. I prefer the white. Language, English, your settings, help, and send feedback. Okay. What you really care about here is your channel and your creator studio. That's your main things you want to think about here. So let's go into my channel. Okay. So we can see our home channel here. Let's click on customize channel. And when you first come in, let's go ahead and customize this. So we're going to click on the little cogwheel. Okay, keep all my liked videos private if you want to do that. Keep all my subscriptions private. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. That's perfect. Show discussion tab, and we already have customized the layout of your channel on. That's great. Okay, so let's hit save. Awesome. Okay, now the next thing that you want to do is you want to add your channel art in here. Now, whenever you add your channel art in, it needs to be extremely big. So recommended channel art size is 2560 by 1440. So let's go find that. Okay, so we pulled up Google Images here, and that's 2560 by 1440. So let's go over the tools. We'll click on size, and we want to say exactly. Okay, so 2560 by 1440. Let's hit go. Okay. So now these are all sizes that are sized appropriately for the top of the YouTube channel. So now that we have this, you could type in something that you want. So on the Google Images, we could say mountains that are exactly 2560 by 1440. Okay. Some really beautiful images here. Now I'm just going to pick a background image like this, but if you want to actually customize the channel completely, what you'll want to do is you'll want to open up a creator. So we'll pause the video real quick. Okay, so this is a little tool, a little software that I bought about a year ago, actually a couple of years ago. It's called Laughing Bird software, and they have built-in templates just for this. So a YouTube banner. Okay, it's perfectly sized, and they have a couple of templates that you can pick off of here and make a very simple YouTube banner. So there's a couple of ways that you could do this, and let's just say that we pick my channel one right here. Okay, and you see it's perfectly sized for the YouTube. So it's perfectly sized for each of these things. So tablet, desktop, and TV. So it's perfectly set up 2560 by 1440. Okay, so this is really cool. This is a great little software. You can go in, super simple to edit. You can add backgrounds into it. You can move things around. You can add in content. You see what you can do. There's just so much customization you can do with this tool. So that's really cool. But for now, we're just going to pick a background image here. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I mean, when you see the world like this, you know, it blows my mind sometimes. The absolute beauty of our natural world, just absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this image right here. And we are going to save this image. Canada Parks and Mountains, okay. It's a pretty darn big image there, so let's let it add in. Okay, very cool. So we can adjust the crop here if we want. So we could lower this down a little bit, get some mountainscapes in. So that's just gorgeous. Look at that, that's beautiful. Okay, so we'll hit select. Boom, check that action out. Isn't that just amazing? That just blows my mind right there. Okay, so that's really cool. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna end this video here at this point, and I will see you guys in the next video on more on customizing the YouTube channel. All right, see you then. Cheers.